Hello there, artists. Today I'm going to open up, unbox, and swatch these soft pastels from LightWish, and they also kindly sent me this swatching notebook. So I'm going to swatch them here. These were sent to me. I didn't purchase these, but I am not obligated to say anything. They just wanted me to try these, and I'm very grateful for that. I have been playing with some soft pastels, so it'll be fun to see how these perform. This set is 70 colors. Says the extra fine pastels from Marie are very soft and have a large field of application. Our pastels consist of finest artist pigment, granting intense and rich colors. The pastels are suitable for large areas as well as for drawing detailed lines. The artist and observer can then enjoy the unique results. They look lovely. And I will leave links to these below. Ooh, I already like that because they have neons in this set. So that's great because I love neon colors. These are like my colors. They coordinate perfectly with my table. Okay, there are two whites. So I'm only going to swatch one. Let's see. It just says soft pastel, and then Shanghai Marie painting materials. I don't see any other information, or it's in a language that I can't read. Obviously, soft pastels are chalky, and this is something that every brand does. So it's something to consider if this is a medium for you. I'll zoom you closer so you can see the colors. I'll start with the positives that I've noticed. I didn't have, or I had very, very few pastels that were scratchy. I'm not the super expert when it comes to soft pastels, but I have tried several brands, and even in the higher end brands, you will get some pastels that are kind of more scratchy or that they really just like crumble. This is because this is a very delicate medium, and I would say it's probably as close as you can get to pure pigment. And so brands always try to find that challenge between that balance between very, very pigmented pastels, which is what you want, but also stable ones that don't just like crumble. And and it's a hard product to create. And so when there are more affordable brands that get it right, it's really fun to explore, because these can get very, very expensive if you go with like higher end brands. So I was actually really impressed with the application and the intensity. They were like firm, but also very easy to apply. My biggest issue with the set is not the quality of the pastels, it's the color choices. And I haven't tried enough of these in kind of like the same price range to tell you if there are like better options. But I think the biggest problem of this set is that there's a beautiful range of colors, but almost all of them are bright mid values. There are hardly any light colors, and there are very few dark colors. And this can get quite problematic if you want, an entire color range with enough contrast and a variety of values. So this is what I would say the biggest problem with this set is. I think it would be a great starter set, but probably this won't be enough, and you will need to complete it with some lights and some darks. And I think you can already see I've swatched here already, how many, like almost 20 colors. They're all very, very similar in value. Now, when it comes to pastels, I've seen also professional soft pastels artists. They have a ton of colors. It is a medium that is easy to blend, but still it seems that even artists that use purely this medium really like to work with a lot of colors. So I understand the concept of having very similar colors and having like a variety across a color. I don't have a problem with that, but they're all like very, very similar. And of course, yellow and oranges tend to be, you know, on the lighter side. You don't really have like deep, dark colors in this area of the color wheel, but you will see as the video progresses that this theme of very, very similar, mostly bright colors, mostly in a mid value, so not too light, not too dark, you'll see that this is an issue with the entire set. So this is probably my one big criticism of this set. Other than that, if you like the colors in the set, if you don't feel like you need more variety, or if you already have in your stash and you want like a bunch of pastels that are really fun to use, very pigmented, soft and easy to blend, and that you can play with because they are very budget friendly, then I think you will enjoy this. But here I think we have the first like really dark color. So these are my first impressions. You can see all of the colors swatched in this video. I do love the neon pastels. I don't know if this is something that a lot of other brands do. And some of the colors here are beautiful. I still have to experiment with these. Right now, my favorite way of using soft pastels is actually with a jelly plate. And if you're quick, you can still join us in the sketchbook challenge over on the Joy Art Club, where I actually posted just this week a video about jelly printing with soft pastels. So it's only €9 a month, and you know, you can cancel anytime, no questions asked. I totally get it. You know, life gets in the way. And yeah, I hope you'll join us. It's a lot of fun. People are filling out their sketchbooks, but this video is not about that. It's about these pastels. So I still have to try them on the jelly plate. I'll try to do that as soon as possible and maybe play a bit with them. I do have also an issue with the messiness of this medium. I think if you paint outside, then it's much easier to deal with all of the dust. But indoors, yeah, it's a bit, it can get quite dusty and messy. So I get it. This is not the medium for everyone. But that's another thing that's great with the jelly plate. Again, I haven't tried these. I have a lot of soft pastel that don't work with a jelly plate, and some that do. So using these with the jelly plate is a very clean way of using soft pastels, and I really appreciate that. There's like no dust. It's amazing. So I will let you watch the rest of the swatching. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you've tried this, let us know what you think. And yeah, share your opinions. It always helps because I'm just like one person with, you know, just my own preferences, and I always appreciate hearing more opinions and seeing what works for other people. So have a wonderful day and enjoy the swatching. I will leave links to this set and the notebook. It's actually a really, really great notebook to swatch your paints. I really appreciate it because I didn't have to think about where to swatch them, how to swatch them, keeping things not clean too, but organized and you know, symmetrical. So this was quite helpful. I'll leave links to everything below. Yeah, enjoy.